Humbled to be here on episode 10 of JPJ Health and Wellness. Today, I just want to recap um, what I did to progress further in my journey um, today. And we'll take it from there. Um, so, today, I ran a quarter of a mile and walked a quarter of a mile, a total of half a mile. And it's been a week since the last time that I have ran. So, um, since then, I noticed three things, right? One, I noticed that my ears didn't have the popping that it once did last week when I ran. Meaning, you sort of go deaf in your ears and it pops when you're back at a normal air pressure. Um, I believe that was due to some angst that I had the first time running. And um, two, I noticed after my run, I had a lot of contentment and a lot of less angst that I had built up um, from the first time I ran. And I believe it's due to um, me doing a lot of maintenance during the week. Um, and my body, because of my mind telling me that it was going to be pushed and releasing the lactic acid buildup in my muscles so far to improve and muscle growth and muscle recovery and put my nerves and tissues at ease. Um, so that's the second thing I noticed is that I felt very content at the end of my quarter mile run and quarter mile walk. Um, I wasn't as out of breath. And I believe that the third thing that I noticed is that um, I believe that I had um, really no fear um, running outside. And the reason I say that is because yesterday night I made intentions to run today after not running for a whole week, right? And um, as I was coming to that conclusion that I was going to run today, there was a quick feeling in my heart, right? And most people would say that's fear, but for me and the way my mental processes things, I have the fear of God in my heart, right? And this is just my mental wellness speaking. I'm a very spiritual individual, and I felt um, that push to actually run today and do it out of contentment. Um, I noticed myself running at a pace that was not being forced. Um, was my body pushing its limits? Of course, because of my current weight and my current situation of my lungs and the wind I have in my lungs. I'm only going to be able to go so far in my training right now, but the consistency chips away at um, any of those minor setbacks at this current moment. And not even a setback, it's what I believe last night that I felt in my heart was I have the opportunity to grow or I have the opportunity to regret and be comfortable with knowing that I didn't show up or I didn't do my best the day after I made my intentions. Um, I ran at a pace that was conscious of what I did last time, um, more spread out and more turtle than the hare. And I believe that this time around, I chose growth with that feeling in my heart, right? And this has to do with wellness, self awareness, and how well do you know yourself, right? Are you doing everything you can that at this moment is going to make you do better, is going to push you to be better, is going to make you um, surpass the limits that you once maybe had for yourself, right? And I think that's what I did today. Um, I reached a new level of resolve. Um, and no matter how slow the process of training in my regimen right now that I'm doing, surely what I set out to achieve will come to pass, and I will know. Um, I do know that those things will come to pass. So as long as I keep being level in my journey and not, like I said, not getting too high and looking so far ahead that I forget the present moment and the gratitude and the contentment in the present moment and looking forward to just reaching those goals and being overly ambitious over um, being content, being patient, and being confident in what I'm doing and knowing that that point will come. And then I'll set a next point, but it'll all be about the in between what I'm setting out to achieve now and the next point. Just like right now, I'm at the bottom, and the next point I have right here is what I set out to achieve, and everything in between is what matters at this moment and forever will matter, which is the journey. And not to get too depressed looking back, which I think I'm very good at and very conscious and self aware of at this moment of time, and I think forever will be, to not look back or take too much pride in what was already accomplished and hold it too high on a pedestal, which in my mind, I know there is no pedestal for the past. I believe I've already surpassed um, the highs that I've had before in my life. And I already believe that, I really do believe that the next highs in my life that will come will be from and in the right perspective of mine, not putting it too high on a pedestal again, and not being too quick or impatient to reach those heights. Um, Staying consistent in the middle, and I think that's what today's jog and self reflection, an assessment of today's job, excuse me, had reaffirmed. Um, so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about on today's episode. A little update, and um, okay, Shalmar, peace.